From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
You know, we've been talking amongst the team here of meteorologists at KTVB about how it seems like we've had this strange pattern where we've warmed things up and then your temperatures get knocked down dramatically for a couple of days. You remember that just over a week ago at the end of last week, we were back into the spring 60s and then gradually warmed things up once again. And today we're right near average for this time of year, but that's following yesterday, which was fairly cool for this time of year with a high of only 74. Now the temperature in McCall is at 74. So we're warming up the mountain areas as well, and Boise's at 87 degrees. Average high for this time of year for Boise right about 86. And what a big difference from where we were just 24 hours ago, some 10 to even close to 20 degrees warmer than this time yesterday evening. It's pretty impressive for the Boise area. So we're finally going to warm things up and then I think maintain and stay there, not looking for those cool dips in the forecast, at least not in the next 7 days. Now we take a look at satellite and radar imagery, and not a lot going on in the southern part of the state, not even into our west central mountains. They've had a few puffy fair weather clouds up there, getting a few isolated showers and thunderstorms up around Pendleton into Baker City area, mainly favoring the higher elevations there. Stays quiet for us overnight tonight for the valley locations, 56 to 61 for overnight lows into very early tomorrow morning, and our sunset is still hanging on to that 9:30 time. Tomorrow 87 to 92, so I guess in the bag of cliches, if you like today, you'll love tomorrow as well, keeping that summer heat with us and again doing it for the long term. Temperatures through the day tomorrow also warming up rather quickly. When we start in the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees, you break out that summer sunshine and temperatures really dramatically increase very quickly. So by noon tomorrow already flirting with 80 degrees and continuing on from there into the mid and upper 80s throughout southern Idaho. So Magic Valley forecast for tomorrow. This is where we start in those low to mid 50s. Burley, a high of 86 for you tomorrow, 87 in Shoshone. Up in the central mountains, quiet here as well, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, 79 for a high in Haley, 81 in Fairfield, 78 for Stanley. In the west central mountains, also warm, beautiful day to enjoy the lake, 79 for a high in McCall tomorrow, and 80 degrees for Donnelly and Cascade. In the lower Treasure Valley, your warm numbers, Ontario, Emmett, Weiser, getting that 90 and above. Now it's only happened one time so far this year for the Boise area. We'll be flirting with that mark tomorrow. It could happen tomorrow, but if it doesn't, I mentioned before, we make it into Monday and we'll be adding to that tally of 90-degree days as we head through the next several weeks, settling into summer. Here's a look at Futurecast as well, giving us a few fair weather clouds into tomorrow. I'd say partly cloudy to mostly clear skies is what we can expect, even for our mountain locations. It's quiet tomorrow into Monday as well. Then toward the middle of the week, we do get a dry, cool front to pass through, not knocking down our temperatures that much, and it should be fairly quiet for us here in the valley locations, but up in the mountains, slight chance of getting an isolated shower or thunderstorm as we get into the middle of the week. Your most likely opportunity for that, as you can see here with this mountains forecast, would be Wednesday into Thursday, but that's still just a very slim chance. So we're talking about very isolated in nature. If you have plans to go up into the mountains this week, it's a great week to do so with those warm temperatures hanging around for us. Our 7-day forecast for here in the Treasure Valley, I mentioned it, tomorrow very similar to where we were at today, and then adding to that 90-degree day tally as we move into Monday. Now how about this, taking a look at the week as a whole. We're getting into that 4th of July holiday weekend. 4th of July, of course, on Friday. Lots of sunshine in store for us. 90 degrees for a high in Boise. That means even up in the mountains, we're getting into the low 80s. A great day to be at that backyard pool, maybe on the lake, and even warmer into next weekend, mid 90s on tap for us, and that may even be just a little cautiously conservative there. So we'll see. I think we're going to see some of those triple digits popping up in our forecast within the next couple of weeks, Joe. Does that make you excited?
Oh,
Summer's
yes. Here comes the summer heat. That's perfect water weather. Hopefully we get the Boise River floating season coming soon. Well,